So I probably knew that this day would come one day, and I was thinking what exactly would be my first dream. And I had the dream this morning, and I thought, hey, since I've been sharing with you the process of mourning and grieving the passing of either a parent or the passing of a loved one, um, how about we share that to grieving biblically or grieving the right way? And so I wanted to talk about how I'm going through that. And then maybe at the end of the series, if there is an end, I don't think there is an end, but whatever that looks like, we'll then talk about what actually do we see in the Bible about grieving? Because a person can think, oh no, that's just you. But what does the Bible actually say concerning it? And so this is the very same things that I hold to myself. And I got a few messages of other people that said, this really helped me. There was someone that sent me an Instagram message yesterday. Thank you very much. I didn't reply to the message. I read the message and I've kept it open ever since. And so, my bad, I'm going to answer the message. You see, I've kept the message open. Vapor, I think I kept the message opened with all the apps that I had, and I never closed it. But yeah, so I'm gonna reply the messages now. So I know that this might help another person as well. So this is why I'm also putting it out there. So this dream, it's very interesting, honestly speaking. It's not something that I would have thought, okay, me, I have a dream like this, or I have a dream like this. And so, in this dream, I'm very busy. I'm like doing this and that. I'm helping some type of important figure, individual, to go about what they're trying to do and whatnot, and everything is going very well. I'm finding relevant people to help this person. So I'm kind of almost coordinating, and I'm going to consult with this person. Hey, I found this. Is this to your satisfaction, and so forth? You know, I'm doing all that. Hey, I found this. I'm very busy in this dream. And the dream seemed a bit longer. I don't know if it's the element of having my mom in the dream or something, but the dream felt a little bit long. Like it felt like it was one of those ones. So I'm busy. And as I'm going about all this busyness, bam, I stumbled onto someone. And this person looks in a little bit older, like kind of like the age of my mom. So the moment I walk up to her, I see, hey, it's my mom, you know, but in an older state. And so she's passing. So she's going this way. And we're in some type of a building, like a building with people or something like that. I'm coordinating, okay? I'm trying to make sure that this thing that this person is trying to do is going through smoothly. And so I'm leaving one portion of this building to the other portion of the building, and she is walking into that building, right? And almost like a very open space. In this particular space, it's like, it feels like the lobby or some type of a thing, but it's a very open space. And she's moving into that place where the people are, some like that. And so as I'm coming out, I see it's my mom in an old age state. But then, no, my mom wasn't that old. You saw how she looked, 2024, in the picture that I showed it last time. So I turn around, I'm like, hey, that's my mom. So when I turn around and then, hey, and it's like a face had changed to her younger self. You know, like her face had changed to a younger self. I had to go find a picture that actually looks like this. Now, this is a scanned picture, so you're gonna have a little bit of blurriness. She looked like this. Now my mom, of course, was a little bit older, yeah, but in the picture she looked somewhat like this, and in a bit of a younger self. But she didn't have this this thingy. She had small, short hair and so forth, and she had a huge smile, huge smile, and so she looked like this, younger, and probably like 20 years back, or like 15 plus years back. So, and the moment I'm about to start speaking to her, right? So there was, so hey, hey, and then the face looks younger now, and then I put my hand over her shoulder. I'm about to talk, and she just has a smile, right? Then, instantly, this person I'm with, right next to me, says, "It's not your mom." It's not your mom. And that message is said almost like 3-4 times, right? And so there isn't anything I say to her. So the thing that I was about to say to her is like, okay, we don't have to. She just looks like my mom. So I just kind of stand. She's kind of like appreciating seeing her for the last time. You might say it's this person who looks like my mom. She just looks like my mom. So I'm just like kind of like she's there, and I'm just looking at her, and I know. Might sound like, okay, he's making up this dream. Why would I make up a dream about my mom? That would be pathetic, right? And so I'm kind of like just really seeing this person, and I start just to kind of like almost just seeing her in that body, or seeing her in this state. Okay, even though this is not my mom, but she looks like my mom. So I was kind of like kept her there just for, and then this voice says it again. This is not your mom, right? And so now I'm aware. So that thing that I was about to say, I don't say it, right? And then I keep looking at her, and then the voice says it again. It's not your mom. And also every single time this voice says this, it kind of turns me to other things. Like it turns me to other things. She's still there, but it turns me to other things. Right. But now this goes with something I want to address in this video. You guys tell me, maybe this is what you start to notice. I've seen extreme versions, and I'm wondering now. I've been thinking about this dream for like the last 2 hours. So and so says it again. The first time I'm about to say something, I don't say it, right? Then I turn, and I'm just looking at her, and just kind of like, okay, I want to just see her for the last time. And the voice says it again. It's not your mom. I'm like, okay. Then I'm turned to other things. Then it looks like in this lobby where we are, there looks like we are with some other people. Now, these other people that I'm with, I don't see their faces or recognize them. It's like I can't recognize or see their face. And the message is clear. It's not your mom, right? All right. So I'm turned and I'm listening to this person. And this part of the dream then feels important maybe to just me or something. But it then confirms what I said in the first video. It confirms what I said in the first video when I was saying be very careful of mourning the pain of your loved one. I want to do a different video. I was supposed to do it yesterday, or if not day before yesterday, about grieving a person from passing either from painful circumstances or natural circumstances. I want to talk about that. it's a particular different route, but I think it'll be an interesting thing because I'm talking about them as I see them. Okay, as I see it in me, I'm gonna talk to you about it. Now, also bearing in mind, I'm talking about a mother I had a very wonderful relationship with, a mother I didn't fight with. It was not like we were at odds. There was a period where we were not speaking. I think I've addressed those things so that a person understands what kind of a relationship I have with my mom. Very, very tight. There's a video, if you just search church reality check, vendor, there's a video that will pop up. In that video, you'll see how close me and my mom were. When I started this channel, when I would be talking, when I still stayed at my mom's house, you'll hear my mom commenting and laughing in videos, in my videos, to a point of she would even comment about what I was saying sometimes. So in one of those videos, she actually comes up and starts telling me about, hey, you know, this. And so, yeah, my mom was my number one fan. All right. So that you have a framing for this relationship. I'm saying this because of what I'm about to say. So why does this particular idea of it's not your mom, right? Why did that stick out? That's the dream, by the way, okay? And then at that moment, she doesn't go, she's just there, right? Now, I'm not trying to make a theological understanding. She's always going to be there, spiritually there with you. No. Don't get those ideas. She was there when we were talking in that dream, right? You didn't say anything, nothing. She just had a big smile and she looked like her younger self. And so I saw her in a older state, and then when I turned around, she was in a younger state. So, but it's very clear it's not your mom. It's not your mom. Now, why am I even stating this? You know, it's been about how many weeks right now from the time when my mom passed? It's almost 3 weeks, right? Almost 3 weeks going towards 4 or so. And I've been experiencing this thing of almost feeling like my mom's image falls to the back. It's very weird. Now, let's be very clear. It's not that I've forgotten my mom. It's not that I am forgetting my mom. At first, it felt wrong. But I guess this is how maybe God, because remember, the idea here is that we are healing the right way. We are accepting the grieving process of our loved ones the right way. Now, it may be a little bit more if a person passed away violently and whatnot, and not mom passed away from natural causes, she was ill and so forth, right? So might feel a little bit different, right? So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about at this for this last 2, 3, 4 weeks, it felt like, hey man, am I forgetting my mom? Like I almost want to stop myself from feeling like my mom's image falls to the back. It almost forces this idea of maybe I didn't love my mom enough. Yeah. I'm serious. It feels like, it feels like my natural self wants to question, like something I know very well how much I love my mom. I know this information, I have it. I'm the one that experienced the loving of my mom. But when this happens, where it feels like the image of my, it's not, I'm not forgetting my mom, but it's like when I'm trying to go back to some of these images, I remember the conversations, I remember the good interactions and all these things. But then there's something, a part of her image that falls to the back, to a point where when I talk to my stepdad, it feels like he has a more authentic image of her. But then when I'm looking at how, like, he's grieving and whatnot and stuff, my stepdad loved my mom. And so it feels like he has a more authentic. And that's the robbery to me. So this idea, as if I'm now questioning myself about how much I loved my mom, it's not the fact. I'm guessing it's because when we grieve the right way, right? And I guess a lot of people actually even maybe flip-flop in between grieving correctly. And when this happens, I feel like it can scare you to think, how dare I want to forget my mom? You're not forgetting her. It's probably how God wants us to take it. It's not forgetting her. It's there. I mean, like, do I not know my experiences with my mom? Do I not know her? Like, stop. It sounds silly, right? It sounds silly. And so I remember her clearly, loved her clearly, but my mom is not here. I'm trying to convey the way I'm looking at it, okay? Now tell me in the comment section your thoughts. So it feels like I want to do something to bring back the memory. And now I can understand why you see people go tattoo their mother's name or the name of a person who passed away and what. Maybe I'm just guessing. I'm not saying. You'll see people go tattoo their child's picture and all this type of things. And it's part of almost, my mind is doing that. So I'm going to affirm to myself, I'm not doing that. Right? People say we grieve differently. Yeah. I get that. But this can feel taboo. Because remember, I'm telling you what I'm seeing on myself. It feels taboo that the image of my mom falls to the back. I haven't forgotten her. I know that. You get me? And so these can arise ideas that are wrong. And now it makes sense when I see that image of my mom in the dream. Because remember, I've been having this particular feeling. And I'm like, it feels wrong. Why that, should I have 100 pictures of my mom up or something like that? But because we are grieving the correct way, the biblical way, the way you ought to, right? Where you see yourself able to integrate back into society, you see that. It feels like, is it going back? No, but it's because she's not here. Yeah. I lost my mom. I didn't lose a shoe. Okay. I lost my mom. I didn't lose a shoe. It's not like I can just go look around and find a shoe. And, I can look around and find a shoe, but I can't look around and just find it. So, me trying to bring back, and how do I know that? Because there are people I have relationship with who are in the village. The people that I have relationships who live in other provinces, in other places, and I remember them to the light that they're still here, right? I don't have to fight to remember them. But they feels like there is this definite posture of she's not here. So I'm like an effort to try and bring, do you get what I mean? So it feels like an effort that brings a condemnation to how I'm mourning. To say, And it's a natural process. It's not like I'm trying to forget her. Or it's not like I'm accepting she's not here. And so the more I'm doing that, it feels like I'm doing something taboo. Like trying to forget your mom, bros. You're trying to forget your mom. What's wrong with you? And it's not that I've forgotten her, but there's this feeling to want to deepen her memory. But yes, her memory is deep there. So this desire, it felt odd. It felt odd, but I could realize I saw something from what it would bring up. It brings up this way of grieving where you see people just overly obsessed about the ideas. They start to maybe even go as far as saying, mother is here and, is here with them and all that. No. Right? We don't want to babysit our feelings about them. We loved them. They were here. We were with them. Do you understand? And so that feeling, it felt odd and I had to check it. But I didn't really think too much about it. So this dream kind of like brought it back. That the memory I'm trying to keep, there's no, I'm trying to recreate an experience or something. I don't know what it is exactly. I'm trying to create something it's not there. Loved my mom. She was here. Right? But I'm trying to feel something I'm not going to feel. Do you understand? She's not here. Like I said, my mom is not like a lost shoe. It's not like I can look around and find her. You get? There's a person, she was here, she lived her life, and she passed. And so I see her in her older stage, and then I see her now in a younger state, and I almost want to say something. That's that experience. I'm trying to create this experience. But then passes. She's right there, and I'm telling these people in this message, it's not your mom, it's not your mom. So I'm going to create an image that's not her. Or I'm going to create an experience that's not her. So this memory that I'm trying to have, it's not her. Because now remember, you have to go back to the default. The default is I remember my mom. I'm not lost. I've not lost my memory. Remember the good experience, bad ones, whatever, everything. I know all of that. I have that data, of course. So what is this then? What is this thing that feels like, hey, I'm supposed to remember as if she's still here? She's not here. That's a lie. That this idea that forces itself. It's a very weird feeling, like I'm saying. It's a very weird feeling that I had. Maybe this week or so, or a part of last week, almost like I feel like, but not so much last week, but this week more. Like I'm trying to remember something. But I'm trying to remember it as if something that happened 5 minutes ago. But it's not. It's that the more time passes, the more the image is going to fall to the back. And that's maybe the way God designed it for us to grieve our loved ones as we move forward and we meet other people, we create new memories and so forth. So their image falls to the back. Now, we haven't forgotten them. But this guilt that I was having in my memory, it explained to me why people make up these ideas of, she's here with me, this person is here with me. No, she's not there with you. You've created a different image. It's not there. That's not biblical. It's not there. I turn around, I want to see her. Last time, and I see her, oh yeah, it's her. She has a big smile. It's not your mom. I know how I last saw her. Hey, you know what? If there's a video you're going to judge me on, this is probably the video. Here's a video you want to judge me. Here's probably the video. But I hope you understand. It has to be normal that I'm having this memory. And it feels like, I want to keep the mind. I want to keep the memory. No, I'm not going to keep that memory, because that idea of me trying to keep that memory, I'm trying to create a memory that's recent. That's not there. Okay? I'm trying to romanticize my mom's memory. She's not here. There is a sense of when she was here, right? And I have a clear memory. If I just think of, people that I know that I haven't seen, I remember them almost as if yesterday. Why? Because they are still here. That might mean something to someone. You might also spot something you feel that feels like it wants to revive this image. You just try, it's an inner fight to try, like, how do I remember that? It's going to fall to the back because you're trying to create an image of that's not there. Thought that was quite an interesting one. I'd never really thought too much about it, but when I had the memory of like almost wanting to remember something else, or just maybe I forgot something. Maybe why is this image falling to the back? Why is it feeling like I'm forgetting her? I'm not forgetting her. What are you? That's the feeling I had this week. And I was almost pushing opposite. So now when I had this dream, it directly answered that. You haven't forgotten her. It's the memory that you have of her. It's that one. But now, you might be trying to create an image of how you remember her last in an old state, and now you're trying to bring back this lively image. That's not it. That's not real. Static Reality Show with the Daily Christian Commentary videos. Hope that video finds you well. You pray about it and think about it. Maybe that's the natural process that God allows our memories to be preserved of that person, that we don't drift into images or memories that are not there. You guys tell me your thoughts on that one. I thought the dream had some relation to exactly what I was thinking, pertaining my memories and all these things. So, Ricky, and I'll see you on the later one episode. Other episodes done today, they'll be down in the pinned comments. By the way, the videos on this channel are not about grieving and mourning, but I'm talking about them as I experience them. And this was a dream that I had today, and I thought it was very interesting to that, and that particular part, by the way, of that's not her, I didn't have that interpretation until I was talking to you. I didn't have that interpretation, and I was thinking about it. But as I was talking to you guys on this video, that's when it hits me. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's the dreams. It's the memory thing. It's how I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to create this new lively image of her and blah, blah, blah. But it's not her. It's fine exactly as it was. The same way I remember her. I don't have to create an image that must feel like last week. I have aunties back in the village. I can remember them like yesterday because they are still here. I can still take a bus and go home and see them. So my memory of them feels recent because they are still here. There's still interactions. I can still talk to them. Can pick up the phone and say hi. Do you understand? I have a recent memory of them, not because I've seen them. I have a recent memory of them because I know I can create another memory. Yep.